Hey y'all, happy Monday. So we had a busy weekend and we have an even busier week coming up. So we have to hustle to get everything done in time to enjoy all the activities we have planned this week. We're actually leaving Wednesday night to go to a highway sale and we're going to shop for 2 days, and then my niece is getting married on Saturday. So busy, got lots to do. Let's pull these orders really quick. Like this Harley Davidson bandana, we paid $1 for at a flea market that sold for 10 bucks. And we're heading back into the same cubby and grabbing a Coach scarf that we picked up at a thrift store. Probably one of the more expensive items we've ever bought. We ended up getting it for $9.75, still new with tags, at the thrift store, and it sold for $30 on offer. We're going to bounce through these items really quick because I wanted to see if I could pack the whole weekend's worth of sales into one video. The next sale is this Museum Artifacts Medieval Script Tie, which we paid $0.25 for at an estate sale on 75% off day, and it sold for $7, also an offer. We were in an offer accepting mood this weekend. Gotta make space if we're getting new stuff to come into the store. Now we have this really cute bird cloisonne double-sided pendant that came in a whole box of jewelry that we picked up the last time we actually went to this highway sale that we're going to this week. We paid $0.25. It sold for $11.01. Lots of great jewelry came in that box. Let me tell you what, I'd love to find some more lots like that coming up. Now we have a deck of cards going out. Actually, correction, 2 decks of cards. This is the brand Caspari, and these are actually still sealed. The plastic's still around the cards, never been played with, and they're hot air balloons. Really pretty. We paid $1 at an estate sale. It sold for $10.46. Now this next item came from an estate sale I really wish I had thought to take a video of, because I have never in my life seen so many napkins as this person had in their house. Thousands and thousands of packages of napkins, and we ended up picking up quite a few for about $0.25 a piece, like this set of Barney napkins, and somebody sent me an offer for them for $10. I gladly accepted. Now we're heading back to our bookshelf because we have a book going out. This is actually a Bible, but it kind of got my attention when I saw it at the bins, and you'll see why here in just a second. This is called Reach Out, and it is from 1969, and it is for lack of better words, a hippie Bible. Really kind of a neat piece. I love the type setting on the front. I love that kind of psychedelic lettering. We paid $0.25 at the bins. It sold for $16.95. All right, down to our lot drawer. You guys know I've been making a lot of lots lately and selling quite a few. We have another trinket lot going out. This one has 60 pieces in it, all little itty bitty tiny things, and just means I'm gonna have to make another one. This lot, we figure, have about $2 and stuff in it, give or take. It's really hard to say because it's a mix of places. It sold for $34.95. I'm not gonna lie, I really wish I could see what people are doing with all those little trinkets. I'm sure it's super fun. Now we have this McCall's costume pattern set going out. We paid $0.25 for it at a yard sale. It sold for $7. You know, I love when I find high quality things at the bins, like this C.J. Abrams Washington Nationals bobblehead. Still in its original box, not damaged, and surprisingly, it's really lightweight, only about 8 ounces, so it cost me about 50 cents. It sold for $15.37. Wish I'd find bobbleheads every time I went to the bins. Now we have some greeting cards going out, and it's funny, these are actually just the cards. It didn't have envelopes with them when we picked up this whole stack at an estate sale. But these little Hummel looking characters are made by Annalise, and we paid 50 cents for the stack. They sold for $12.56. All right, now we have an animal trinket going out, and we are looking for Mother Goose. Little itty bitty goose here. I think it's made of a polymer clay, but it might be resin. But it's made by the Spillmans, and it's from 1986. Little thing we picked up at a yard sale, paid $0.25 for it, and it sold for $5.35. Now we have an order going out to one of you guys. Miss Amber told me in a message that she is a watcher of our videos, so we appreciate you, Amber. She picked up 4 different lots, or items, I guess I should say, and they're all book related. We're starting with these cross-stitch bookmarks. There's 2 of them in here. I paid $0.25 at an estate sale. They sold for $9.95. And then these are fun. They're like a reading list bookmark that you fill out. I paid $0.25 a piece, so $1.50 for all 6 at an antique mall, and they sold for $9.95. And one more lot of bookmarks, but this one is the big one. So there are 56 bookmarks in this lot. It was somebody's collection that we picked up at an estate sale for $1, and it sold for $27.95. But she did get one more thing, not a bookmark, but still book related. She got one of our buttons, which I said last week I didn't sell very many buttons, and here's another one going out, so maybe they're gonna start moving for us. This is a book lover button, very fitting. We paid $0.25 for it, and it sold for $7.95. Thank you, Amber, for your order. I hope you enjoy it all in your library. Now, I was super excited with this find and the sale. Probably my favorite thing I've ever found at the bins. Might be one of my favorite things I've found to resell, period. This is a vintage swim cap. You guys should be familiar with the video. Look at the beautiful floral pattern here. I wish I was the type of person that could pull this off, but I definitely cannot. But I hope somebody gets to enjoy it. Such an awesome piece of fashion history. We paid 50 cents by weight. It sold for $39.95, and it's going to Germany. Now we have some Pez going out, and this is one of my favorite summer sets that they ever made. Let's see if we can reach them. It's the boy and the girl cactus. Very cool. Limited edition set of 2. They sold for $6. And we have one ball cap going out today. We are looking for a college team, which are usually in the back there, but I guess I put this one up front for some reason. This is the Virginia Commonwealth University Rams hat. Fun fact, I had a full ride to go there, but I actually went to school somewhere else. This VCU hat we got at a thrift store for $1.99, and it sold for $9.41. Now this next item is a very satisfying sale because we went to an antique mall in Fredericksburg, Virginia, very recently, and didn't pick up much, but we did pick up a handful of keychains, including this Kansas University one, and we only paid $1 a piece for them. This one sold for $14.95, so it is completely covered all the purchases I made on those keychains, and we're already in the profit, which is awesome. Now we have this adorable little orange tiger, maybe cat, little planner going out. It has been in my kitchen window forever. Finally decided to list it. I paid $0.25 at a yard sale. It sold for $11.95. Now this next item is a fun item. One of those things that I found at the bins that I was like, yes, super cool. This is a vintage photo album, and it is made for the old school square size photos, like not the Polaroid kind, but the kind that like my grandparents used to take when they'd go on road trips. Here, let me show you. This size. If you guys are familiar with these pictures, these are some vintage ones I've found out on my hunt, and I just enjoy looking at them, so I have them hung up. This burlap covered photo album only cost me 50 cents, and it sold for $24.47. Next, we have some earrings going out, and I'm getting a very strong 60s vibe from all the things that we've had sell over the weekend. And nothing screams the 60s like hippies and the peace sign. Just gotta find them. There they are. These peace sign enamel earrings were a thrift store pickup. I paid $1 for them, a little small privately owned thrift store, and they sold for $10.75. Now we have an item from an estate sale we went to just about a week and a half ago, and very cool item. When I saw it in the garage, we got there in the last hour of the sale, and this was still sitting there. This is a vintage Rayovac Sportsman flashlight, and I can't confirm, but I'm pretty sure this flashlight has never been used. Obviously, it's still in its original box, but look at it. It is pristine, and in case you didn't know, this is kind of a bolo item. I paid $1. It sold for $49.95, but even the used ones, the tarnished ones, sell for pretty good money, so definitely keep an eye out for those flashlights. Now we have another item from the bins going out, and they're small, so Gonna have to hunt for them, but here they are finally. This is a set of 2 unused, and I can tell they haven't been used, Pampered Chef pan scrapers. We paid 10 cents by weight. They sold for $12.71. I have sold a bunch of those pan scrapers in my eBay selling time. So those are always a good little throw-in item to pick up if you can get them cheap. Now we have a Cabbage Patch doll little tank top dress going out, and I pulled this off of a doll at the bins that had seen better days. Cute little summertime outfit. Paid 10 cents. It sold for $8.37. It's amazing how at the bins you can find so many like Build-A-Bears and Cabbage Patch Kids that have really great clothes, but the bears themselves or the dolls are not in good shape. I just take the clothes off of them. Now we have an item that I'm surprised took so long to sell. It is a handmade wire and seed bead zebra. Very ornate, very cool display piece. We paid 99 cents at the thrift store. It finally sold for $11.01. Heading back into our kitchen box. This item is rather unusual. I didn't know what it was when I first saw it at an estate sale, which just led to me adding it to my bag, because if I don't know what it is, it's probably pretty rare. But I got home and I looked it up before I took pictures of it to list, and turns out it is a like handheld meat tenderizer. Oh no, looks like 4 forks. We paid $0.25, it sold for $5. Now this is a kitchen item that I definitely knew what it was. As soon as I saw it, I can spot this probably from the driveway. This is a vintage Tupperware colander, if we can get these other Tupperware items out of it. And this is a classic kitchen staple. I probably have 3 in my kitchen cabinet right now. This one's in great shape, very clean, so definitely worth picking up. We paid 50 cents for it. It's going to its new home for $9.95. Now this is an interesting item. Recently I told you I got that little brown folder over there on the side, jam-packed full of old ephemera and newspaper clippings. Well, this was in there too, and this is a vintage letter from the office of the vice president, where his secretary actually responded to the person who lived in that house's request about some information about the congressional gavel and if it needed to be repaired or replaced. Anyway, I listed it. It sold for $12.71. I figured it cost me $0.25. Now we have another pair of the 1990 cool shoelaces going out that we paid 10 cents for. They sold for $6.76. All right, this next item is interesting for sure. It just goes to show that there really isn't anything I won't sell, I don't think. We grabbed this vintage JCPenney's pink fluffy bathroom rug and matching toilet seat cover at an estate sale. I figured I paid about $2 for the pair based on what I paid for everything at that estate sale, and this set sold for $24.47. And you guys, I want to see the bathroom that is going into so bad. If it doesn't have like blue or pink tile, I'm going to be severely disappointed. Now we have another paperback book going out. This one is also from the bins. We paid $0.25 for this R.L. Stine vintage novel, and it sold for $4.21. That book has seen better shape, so I did not list it very high. Now we have a Tervis cup going out, and it's all the way in the back. This is not something I would typically buy on its own. However, we recently found this at a yard sale, and we paid $1 for it and a handle that goes on this size cup, which we have already sold separately. So I figured the cup cost me 75 cents. It sold for $15.26, and then the handle was the other $0.25, and it sold for $14.95 a couple weeks ago. Now we have an Old Miss Rebels plastic cup going out, definitely vintage. Got it at an estate sale with a whole stack of other schools. Paid 10 cents a piece. It sold for $6.95. We're almost to the end, you guys, I promise. We had 40 items sell this weekend, so it's just taken a little while. Now we have this UNC Tar Heels vintage sweatshirt going out. Very cool item. Was definitely an estate sale pickup for $1, and it sold for $20.97. Oh, we have another paperback book. I forgot about this one. We also paid $0.25 for this at the bins. I like to pick my books up at the bins in case you didn't notice. They're so cheap, $1 a piece. You can't beat it. We have this Return of the King by J.R. Tolkien book going out. Those are always fast movers for me. It sold for $11.95. Now that same yard sale where we picked up the Redskins cup, we also found this next item. And I've bound them together, so I'll throw a picture up here so you can see it. They are 2 little wall racks for the souvenir spoons that you would get, you know, when you travel and hang on the wall. My grandmother collected those. I paid $1 for the set of 2. It sold for $21.95. And our last item going out is a few more of those napkins. This time they're not Barney. This is a set of 2 packages of Powerpuff Girl napkins. Very cool. We paid 50 cents. They sold for $5. So in total, I have $33.38 into all of these items, and they sold for $571.15, which is 17 times our money. And I actually think there's some really neat things going out today. It was a great sales weekend, and now I'm going to work on getting some more things processed by taking the pictures and getting them put away, so that way I have more stuff to list this weekend while we are on the road at the highway sale. We'll see you guys tomorrow with another video of what's sold.